and this is MLK, Martin Luther King.
Okay.
But really, it splits off into... MLK splits off and it goes this way and then goes this way. So like they part rivers, like
Gotcha.
So you know what I mean. But it's still pretty much the same street.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Now this is we kind of go into the Drake neighborhood.
Okay, and that's the university.
Yeah, this university going into the Drake neighborhood, and I mean you'll see on this street you gonna see your regular crackheads, meth heads, homeless people, niggas you don't want to be walking past at night. You gonna see the car wash right here. There's been many fights, many shootouts at Perry's car wash.
That makes sense.
There's the laundry center, the Boost Mobile store.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie. Having a standalone Boost Mobile store is some dangerous activity going on.
Yeah.
The standalone, not like in the mall, but like Boost Mobile owned building. It's like, y'all seen some rough times.
Yeah.
Please, without further ado, I welcome you, Darius Daye.
How y'all doing? Y'all good? Y'all look like y'all having a good night. That's good. I'm scared. This gotta work. There's a lot that went into this. If this fails, it's over. Y'all gonna see me back selling crack. This is it. I never knew I would be a comedian, to be honest. I got into it by accident. Yeah. One of my very good friends invited me to an open mic, and he signed me up. I didn't know, and I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna make these people laugh. I've never done this. I was like, I'm gonna talk about my dick. See what happens, and they love that shit. They. And now I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with comedy. You know, I'm obsessed with comedy. I'm so obsessed. I got a list of family members I sacrificed to get famous. It's a short list, but it's there. It's there. I start with my dad. You know, he on the list first. You know, and I tell him like y'all can have him, but good luck because child support on my mom couldn't find his ass. So that nigga's a king of hide and go seek. I've never seen someone that good at it. And comedy's hard, man. We gotta do social media. I fucking hate social media. It's the worst shit in the world. Anybody who likes social media, you're a sociopath. Because there's no way that you enjoy that depressing ass shit. And then I mess up by looking in the comments. The comment section will make you want to end it off, for real. Comment section will make you want to end it off. And we go hard. And I remember I read one of the comments and he was like, damn, he looked like 50 Cent ate so much and became a full dollar. Then I seen another one and it said he looked like 50 Cent Sean candy shop was about a real candy shop. Nigga, we're recording this. Shut up. Damn. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be some nigga shit when I smelled Black and Miles. As soon as I smelled Black and Miles, I said, yeah, we fucking inking up tonight. But nah, I hate social media, man. Especially, you know what really pissed me off about social media? When that Hawk Tua girl blew up. I'm a hater. I'm gonna be honest. It pissed me off. You know how hard it is to get in them little ass outfits I be putting on my TikTok? And all she had to do was go on camera and say you hawk 2 on that thing. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If a girl ever hawk 2 a loogie on my dick, I'm pressing charges. So she lied to y'all. We don't want that shit. I like to get high, especially before shows, because I got stage fright. It's hard to come up here and talk in front of all these people. But I like to get high because, you know, it helps with my nerves. Getting drunk, I don't like drunk me. Drunk me is his name's Daryl. That's not Darius. That's a different person. Drunk me got pulled over in Minnesota, and I said, man, the cops are different up here. And the cop said, how? I said, well, my cops only kill unarmed white people. He ain't like that too much. And that's why I don't get drunk. I get high. Cause I get high like if I'm high right now. Thank you. If a fight broke out, I'd probably just back up and go backstage. Cause I'm high. But if I was drunk, I'd probably hand one of them a knife and be like, let's see what happens. I don't like that drunk me. I don't like it at all. And I try to be a good person, but working makes it hard. Having a full-time job, that makes it hard to be a good person. Any full-timers out there? I hope so. Y'all ain't... Ain't that shit hard? Especially corporate America. Corporate America is the worst. You got a whole bunch of fat vegans in there, and that don't make no sense. Like, you can't cook the kale with bacon grease. That defeats the purpose of it being vegan. Then they always want to mess with you like, hey, if you would like to decorate your cubicle, you're more than welcome. Yeah. And I always say, like, if I ever decorate my cubicle, it's going to involve a gun in my mouth. I'm a blue collar worker now. I'm a trailer mechanic. I work on semi-trailers. Yeah, so I work with a lot of rednecks. You know rednecks, the type of guys that look like they can't come unless Zach Bryan is playing. Those kind of guys, you know. And they say bullshit to me. And I just know they're going to say some bullshit because they just walk up to me and they're just like, you know what, Darius? I look back at my family history and I discovered my family has never owned slaves. I said, all right, Lester. I appreciate that information. Carry on. Then he goes, the next day. Hey, Darius. God, is it Darius or Darius? I just wanted to tell you that I don't usually listen to you people's music. But that Shabuzi is a magician. Shabuzi is y'all people music. And then I caught him in my neighborhood, and I was like, Lester, what you doing over here? And he looked me in my eye, and he was like, oh, just looking for some meth.
And I was pretty upset. I said, you coming to a black neighborhood looking for meth. You're trying to make it worse. You're making my neighborhood look bad. I was pissed. And I had to sell them the meth. I have bills as well, and it was still mad. I was still mad. The world is ending. Let's be honest. Come on. Anybody think otherwise? Cute. It is. It's over. We thought COVID was bad. Man, you could have never told me in 2025 Taylor Swift would make a song about Travis Kelce's dick. You could have never told me that shit. I wouldn't believe you. And then we looking at it and it's crazy now. I got a story to tell y'all. My story. I was messing with this girl. She's my ex now. And she kept asking me, was I cheating? She kept telling me, I feel like you're cheating. I think you're cheating. And I was telling her, no, I'm not cheating. Why would I ever cheat on you? Like, I love you. I care about you. And then she showed me screenshots of me cheating. And I feel like that sums up the Epstein Files situation. I feel like Trump seen how many times he was named it and was like, you never see this. He fighting between letting y'all know if he's a pedophile or letting y'all know that him and Monica Lewinsky have more in common. The man was giving Bill Clinton head? Putin, why do you have this? I always think Putin's name is funny because that's what my grandma used to call when you farted. Putin. You over here Putin? You done pooted, didn't you? You pooted. That Russian pooter. Vladimir Putin. Biden, we should have gave him more grace. He was our first active dead president. Felt so sorry for that man. You could have never told me I would miss Biden. Trump is just fucking it up and he don't even care. It's crazy. It's crazy work what he's doing. And he don't even care. I wish I had that in me, But we need Trump because he's bringing out the racists. And we need to know who these people are. And I also love seeing white panic. White people panicking? What? Oppression? Boy, love white panic. I'll take that over reparations in a heartbeat. What? White people are sad? Yes, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Y'all need it. So I'm cool with it. Because black people, we been fucked up in America. So now that y'all feeling it, we like, shit, maybe shit have changed now. We been telling y'all this shit going on. Man, that's why I'm like, we as people, we care more about pets than we do humans. And that's so weird to me, bro. Like, I remember seeing a video of these PETA people stealing a homeless person's dog because he was homeless. I can't make this up. Why not just help him find a home for him and his dog? She ripped the dog away and then ran away with the dog. I said, what is going on in this world? That shit's crazy. That's why I always say this is my one thing I say. People always want to say something about gun control. And no matter how many shootings we have, they still haven't changed it. My theory is, go shoot up a Petco. I can guarantee you that Second Amendment won't mean shit by Tuesday. You shoot 17 golden retrievers, nigga, that shit's over. You never have a gun again. Boy, imagine. Boy, they be playing that memorial in the arms of an angel. All them pictures of them dogs, nigga, you be high as hell crying like, I don't even want a gun, nigga. I was down in Tennessee doing some shows, and I was walking by this bar, and this dude screamed out, "Coon!" And I'm so Iowan. I was like, oh, yeah, you gotta watch out for them little fuckers, cause they'll get you, you know? And I just paid $20 for this 10-piece chicken wing, and I don't want to have to run away from this nigga. He was confused, I was confused. I was like, all right, bud, see ya. And I didn't really know how I was gonna vote until I went to this white party, and I was the only black dude at this party, and it was in this wonderful neighborhood. You guys might have heard of it. It's called Waukee. For you guys who don't know, Waukee is an Iowa Beverly Hills. But I was at this party, and there was like 50, 60 people there, and I had took an edible, so I was terrified. And, you know, we're partying, and I hear the cop knock. Anybody know the cop knock? I hear that, I start crying immediately. And my friend, whose party it was, he looks at his phone, and he's like, oh, dude, what the fuck, man? Oh, dude, it's the cops. Darius, can you go tell them to fuck off? I was like, no, Trevor, what the fuck? And he goes to his cops to the front door, and he starts cussing them out. I mean, he's saying obscene things to him that I've never heard, you know. And I start feeding into it. I'm with him. I'm back there like, we're not going to take it. I'm shotgunning bush lights, and the cops start beating his ass, right? Beating the shit out of him. Beating him bad. And I gotta admit, honestly, as a black man in America, watching a white man get his ass whipped by the cops was the most amazing thing I ever seen. I was like, you know, maybe blue lives do matter, you know? I've never felt more Republican in my life. This was... And they say white people don't got culture. White people got hella culture. Have you ever been to a tractor pull, my nigga? That shit'll get your heart pumping, boy. They say cool shit at them tractor pulls too, like you better bring a drink in your daddy, cause it's gonna be rough. Like, oh, it's gonna be rough. I don't even know my dad. COVID messed me up too. COVID messed me up, man. COVID taught me a lot about myself. I was fucked up during COVID, you know. I thought I was an introvert, but COVID taught me, nigga, you ain't no introvert. You is not an introvert. And we couldn't trust the doctors. Nothing the doctors was saying made sense. You go, yo, you hurt your ankle. They like, well, you have COVID symptoms. What? And my trust for doctors was already fucked up. My trust for doctors was already fucked up before that, man. Let me tell y'all, man. So I had an allergic reaction one time. Listen, you gotta learn that not all lube is for you. This girl wanted to try this strawberry lube. And I didn't know that I was allergic to it. Has your dick ever looked like a baseball bat? My dick swelled up so bad. And it was itching real bad, but it hurt it. And I was like, I can't go to the doctor. Like, I gotta figure this out. So I'm putting it in cups of ice water. I'm trying to. I went and bought a pocket pussy, put it in the freezer. I'm trying to see if I can get the swelling down. And I had to go to the doctor. And I go to the doctor, the cute little nurse walks in and she's like, can I see what happened? I'm like, I feel like you're putting me on the spot. And I don't like this. And the guy doctor walks in and he's like, I need to see it so I can give you a proper, diagnosis. And I pull it out and he starts tugging on it and moving it. And I'm like, I don't like this, but for some odd reason, my dick is hard. And and he's like, do you feel that? And I'm like, are you fucking with me? That's all I feel. And then he tells me to put my robe back on. And then he says, well, we're going to run blood tests to see what it is. And I said, you could have did the blood test before you grabbed my dick. So I don't trust doctors. Then the second time a doctor fucked me up. I really had the flu this time. And I went to the ER. And you know how they put you in those glass, like, jail rooms? They put you in that glass room. She ain't closed the sliding door all the way. I heard her. She said in room 13, we got flu-like symptoms. I heard 4 of these fucking doctors go, not it. I rose up out the bed like Undertaker, like, not it. You motherfuckers out there pulling straws, nigga? On my health? Fuck doctors. COVID taught me I had anger issues too. I started gaming. Any gamers out there? You get pissed off. It'll make you mad. And I figured out I had anger issues because I kept calling a 12-year-old white kid a bitch ass nigga. Still fuck Timmy. I feel fuck Timmy till the day I die. COVID was weird for dating too. I met a girl during COVID and we had sex the first date. And it's cool, but it was weird because she asked me to wear a mask the whole time we were having sex. But she didn't ask me to wear a condom. I said, you worry about the wrong diseases, man. You may not have a cough, but your vagina will, and that's an issue. COVID also taught me I had to lose weight too, because they was on TV. I remember watching CNN. They said, if you fat, you gonna die. I'm sitting there crying on the couch eating a honey bun like it's over. I can't go outside. And then I found out I need to lose weight too, because I'm sitting there watching the news and CNN is like, if you fat as fuck, you gonna die. CNN said that. I changed the channel, Fox News, fat fucks, you died. CBS, you dead, fatty. Was fucking me up. I'm on the couch crying, eating a honey bun. Like, what? I had to go to therapy. Start doing therapy. Finding a good therapist is hard. That shit's like dating. For real. And I was trying to find a black therapist in Iowa. Good luck. I had to settle for the white one, you know? And this bitch wouldn't stop crying. I'm like, we can't both be crying. You ain't helping me. It's only been 2 minutes. What is going on? And she fucked me up. You know, we were first meeting, and I'm telling her, like, hey, I'm here because I have anger issues. And she's like, you know, I'd be angry too if my father wasn't around. I was like, Mackenzie, bitch? Never told you that. I was like, you're making me pretty angry right now. She was like, well, I'd be angry too if my father was on crack. I was like, bitch, that's strike two. But you're right, carry on. I had to get rid of her though. And I had to find a black therapist on Zoom. LaQuanda, she the shit. She fucked me up the first time we met. We talked for about 50 minutes and she was like, you know, having sex with strippers ain't gonna make your mom respect you. I was like, you're right. Fucked me up, nigga. She was right. But I know she just likes to gossip because we be on that phone and we just be like, bitch, she said what? I said, I know. Any parents out there? Any non-parents? Y'all keep that happiness. Y'all non-parents. We don't need no more kids. Kids are disgusting. They're terrible people. They're terrible individuals. We don't need any more. I see kids and I almost want to throw up in my mouth whenever I see kids because they're disgusting little people. And I say that as a father of 4. Whenever I look at my favorite 2, I just think, you know, I could have did something different, you know? You know? And your kids teach you a lot of shit. Your kids will fuck you up too. You know, and my oldest, my daughter, my firstborn, she was the most beautiful thing I ever seen. When I first seen her, she was just this beautiful creature that I wouldn't ever harm. I wouldn't let any harm come to her at all. But nobody prepared me to be a single father of a teenage girl. And now that she's 16, when I look at that little bitch, I could punch her right in her face, you know? And, you know, if she got kidnapped, I'd wait a while, you know? I feel like there's a lesson to be learned, you know? My son, my second-born, he's a cool kid, cooler than a fan. He reminds me of me so much, you know. And your kids will teach you too that like you'll fuck another little kid up. You know, another kid that ain't yours fuck with your kid, you'll beat the shit out of another kid. But you would never do it, and you know otherwise. But you'll beat the shit out of another kid. And I remember my son, he had this friend that just started acting weird. Started acting weird with him. You know, my son would get on the game and try to talk to him, and he would start acting funny, but they had been friends for a long time. I'm like, let me see what the fuck is wrong with this nigga. You know, why is he not answering? And I couldn't get a hold of him. So I got him on a video game, and I created another profile, and I got on the game with him, and I was like, is your name Timmy? You're a bitch-ass nigga. I don't feel bad about it. It's still fuck Timmy. My youngest daughter, she could kill somebody, and I help her hide the body. She could get away with murder around me, and she's just the sweetest thing ever. And that's crazy because that's the one I actually paid for the abortion for. I sent the money. And it didn't go through, and she's here. So that's beautiful that I love her so much. It's a blessing. Cause every time I look at her, I'm like, you are a miracle. Just being honest. And then my youngest son was born completely blind. But he's the most beautiful kid ever. Like, always happy. He's not depressed about it. He doesn't know that the world's shitty because he doesn't see it. I envy him for that, you know. So he just thinks everything makes him happy because all he knows is joy, because that's all we try to put around him, you know. And I remember I was sad about it, but then I started watching this show Daredevil, and I was like, look at him, you know. So when my son would come over, I would throw shit at him, you know. Y'all shouldn't do that, you know. It's not like the show. So, you know, I see him some weekends, and this dating world is so crazy. Dating world is so crazy. I hate seeing happy couples. I hate it. Whenever I see a happy couple, I want to follow them on Facebook just so I can see the relationship go down the drain. I hate it. And I'm not a sweet talker, so it's hard for me to date. I'm not good at it, you know. I was talking to a girl one time, and she was like, let's talk on the phone. We were texting, though, and I'm good at texting because I can create a lie better. And she was like, let's talk on the phone. I was like, cool. So she called me, and we're talking. And she's like, how old are you? And at the time, I was 35. And I was like, I'm 35. And she was like, oh, I'm 46. I was like, I don't care. She was like, well, you're just a baby. And I was trying to be slick. And again, I'm not a sweet talker. And I was like, psst, I'll give you this baby dick. And she ain't too much fuck with that. I respect her, you know. I get it. But I convinced her to go on a date with me. And I was like, you know, I gotta perform now because I done told her I had a baby dick, so I gotta come hard, you know. So I went to the gas station, got one of those dick pills, the Rhino 69. Let me tell y'all, do not get this shit. Do not. The pill is kinky too, because it'll choke you when you try to swallow it. And I looked at this pill and it said take 2 hours before any action. So I was like, okay, I should be good to take this before we go to Applebee's. And then they got the 2 for $25. Fuck y'all. Kiss my ass. It's a recession, nigga. And I took this pill, and the directions lied, because 30 minutes, my dick was the hardest it's ever been. And I don't know if you're supposed to react like this, but I could feel my heartbeat through my penis. And I don't know if it's supposed to make you sweat, but I was sweating profusely. And she was like, are you okay? And I said, well, it's really hot in here. And she was like, well, I'm cold. And I was like, I don't remember asking you how you felt. And then we get to drinking. I don't know if you're supposed to drink on the pill, but at that point I didn't care. And she was like, I'm too drunk. I think I'm just gonna go home. And I said, I was about 2 seconds away from putting my dick on the table, like, just knocking the drinks over. This is what you missed, bitch. But I took her home like a gentleman. And I'm gonna just tell you, I had to get rid of this boner. I've never cried masturbating in my life. I was doing new positions. I was using both arms. I was trying to do it while I'm doing a headstand so my blood would rush to my head. I was trying everything. And then I don't like sharing. Girls always say that they want you to share. No, they don't. They don't want you to share because once you say some shit they don't like, you dead, bro. And I remember I tried to share my feelings. I was messing with this girl, and all day my stomach had been messed up. Bad stomach. And we had went to a comedy show at the Funny Bone, and we sitting there, and I laughed real hard. And I sharted a little bit. A little bit. And, you know, I got up politely, went to the bathroom, threw my drawers away, came back to the seat. I tell her, like, hey, I know it was a mistake now. I know now it was a mistake. I shouldn't have did that. But I tell her, like, hey, I sharted a little bit. I had to take my drawers off. She was drunk and she's like, no, you didn't. Let me see your dick. And I unzipped my pants and she was like, nigga, you don't got no drawers on? No. And then I told her I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to go downtown with no drawers on. That would be the night I get into a fight and then my ass is out. That's not why I want to go viral. That's why I got on overalls now, so my pants won't fall down. And I didn't want that to happen. And I told her that we can't go out. So she told her friend, like, hey, I don't want to go out. I don't feel good. So I was like, cool. This is my baby. She got my back. The next week, her friend's over, same friend, and her friend's son shit. And I was like, you need to change his diaper. And she looked at me and was like, nigga, how dare you? I looked at my girl like, oh, never again. And I like hood rats too. Love hood rats. I know I don't look like it, but I love hood rats. They're the best, bro. They just down, bro. And I remember I was messing with this hood rat, and I know people are like, Darius, how do you know she was a hood rat? When I met her, she had an ankle monitor. That's all I'm saying. I put two and two together, you know? And we had sex one night, and I've never been fucked before. But she fucked the shit out of me. And I was hitting her from the back, and I went to grab her hair, and it had a little give to it. I was like, oh, this isn't glued down. And she took it off and threw it across the room. And she had those Cleo braids from Set It Off. I was like, oh my gosh, I love you. And then she just got off of me and called the Uber and left. And I was in the sheets like, this is how we doing it? And I got up and I seen something that looked like it was crawling on my sink. And I was like, oh, she done brought a bug over here. And I got closer and I looked at it and I sprayed it with some spray. Nothing happened. And it was one of this bitch's eyelashes. So I don't do that shit no more. And I decided to try something new. I decided to date a white girl. Yeah. I was scared for obvious reasons. But I met this white girl, her name was Sarah. And I let her decide where to go. And she chose this like soul food chicken restaurant. I was like, oh shit, Sarah? And we're sitting there and I let her order first because I don't know. And she ordered a fried chicken platter. I said, Sarah. And it was the best date I ever had in my life. It was amazing. Like, the song I Don't Want to Wait Until My Life Is Over kept playing. I don't know what came over me. And then after the day, she was like, hey, would you like to go for a walk? I was like, that's the whitest thing I've ever heard, but let's do it. So we were skipping for a few blocks, and we seen a group of black guys talking on the corner. They were being real loud and belligerent. And she grabbed my arm and held me real tight. I said, I got you, baby. We walked a few more blocks and we seen a group of cops talking on the corner. I grabbed her arm. I held her real tight. She said, I've got you, babe. And then she was like, would you like to go back to my place? And I was like, yeah, because, I watch a lot of interracial porn, so I was like, yeah. And she was like, you're about to have the fucking time of your life. I was like, I hope so, and and we're having sex, and I start off missionary because, I want to make the eye contact, let her know, like, this is what you're about to see for the rest of your life. And she's not blinking. So I'm just on top of her. She's just. And I watch a lot of Law and Order SVUs, so I was scared, So I flipped her over and I started hitting her from the back. And she's like, beat me like a slave. I'm like, Sarah. I beat the shit out of her. And she's like, spit in my butt. I'm like, Sarah. And then she was like, she asked me a weird question. She was like, have you ever heard of pegging? And I was like, when my friends would have a bike and I didn't have a bike, we ride on each other's pegs. And then she goes to this drawer and she pulls out a strap on. And I was like, well, what you doing with that? She's like, well, this is going to you. And I was like, well, for how long? What I'm saying is relationships are crazy. That's all I'm saying. I always be asking men, because they'll never be real with me, and tell me, like, have you ever thought about being gay? Like, just thought about it. Just cross your mind. Like, because I'll be honest, I don't know if I'm gay. I've never been tested. That's why I'm scared to go to a gay bar. I don't want to be 6 Appletinis down and figure it out, I don't want the shit he's saying to start making sense, Like, I don't need to pay my own bills. I am a black queen, you're right. Because your boy could call you right now and be like, hey, bro, let me pick you up at 8 p.m. Let's go get breakfast. Let's go to the gun range. Let's go see the game. Let's go get dinner. And then let's go watch the game at my house. And y'all would be like, yeah, bro, that sounds like a good Saturday. Now, if you was gay, it would just end with a blowjob, nigga. So, not a bad trade-off. If you think about it. Why you think gay men always happy? A lot of straight men kill themselves every year. I used to have a homophobic coworker. He would always be very homophobic, and I got his Apple information. So we would be on break, and I would send him like random dick pics that I done got off of Google. Airdrop him. I would just see him at his toolbox, look up like. He came to me and he had all of them saved, and he was like, "Look at all these." I was like, "You saved them? You're a fucking serial killer, dog. You saved the photos?" I try to be good though. I try to be a good person. I try to make everyone happy, man, because I hate seeing people sad. I know what it's like to be sad. So I try to make people happy. And like, even I had a show down south and I had to travel by myself, which is scary sometimes, you know. And I was like, what can I do to make myself feel more comfortable? So I had a Trump 2024 shirt made. And it worked. It worked. I got on my Uber and he was like, "Hell yeah, brother, you're one of the good ones." I was like, I do try to be a good person, man. I really do. The kids in my neighborhood, they like to come down and play with my son. Like I said, my son's cool. And I'll play with him sometimes. Like a lot of the other dads, they act like, "I've been working all day, fuck you," you know, and I'll play with the kids because, you know, try to be a little role model. And I was playing this game with the kids. Have you seen it? It's a viral game where they, like, spin the bottle, and then whoever the bottle lands on, they get to, like, throw something at a person or, you know, shoot them with something. I was playing it with the kids, and whoever, you know, it land on gets to shoot someone with a Nerf gun. Simple game, right? You guys understood, right? One of the kids' dad comes down, and he's like, "Hey, man, I was talking to my son, and he said that you guys play spin the bottle down here?" And I was like, "No, your freaky ass son is weird." And I explained the game to him just like I explained to y'all, and he was like, "Well, what's the game actually called?" And I said, "Well, I call it active shooter." And I seen the disbelief in his eyes at me when he looked at me, but then he started to laugh, and he was like, "Man, that's hilarious." And then I brought him in closely, and I said, "Yeah, that's cool, but tell your son Timmy to stop acting like a bitch ass nigga." Thank you.
I can't lie, I'll probably die way happier than you. You can't sip my Kool-Aid, ho. I make my own juice. No need to wish me luck. Paul Pierce, I'm the truth. I want my money all in hundreds.
And that is it. We made it. Thank you guys for watching. That is my first comedy special I've ever recorded. Black kid from Iowa. I want to give a big shout out to Speakeasy Comedy. Thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you, Iowa. Thank you to everybody who has supported me throughout my comedy journey. And I hope you guys enjoy it.